So we talk a lot about Mars from the Expanse on this channel, but we've never actually given just a general overview of exactly what the Martian Congressional Republic is. What is Mars like during the events of the Expanse? So today, let's just go over the basics of the Martian Congressional Republic. I'm Colin, and this is Sci-Fi Deep Dive. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, to head down below and hit that subscribe button. So Mars is one of the great powers of the system within the Expanse. It is arguably equal to the power and capability of the Earth government, the United Nations. And as one of the two major powers within the system, they play crucial roles in the events that shaped the history of humanity. So today let's just briefly discuss the history of Mars and how Mars is run within the Expanse. So let's start out with where it all began. Well, Mars is one of the first off-world colonies established by humanity in the 21st century. Mars started, like it would likely start in our timeline, as a colony world, an offshoot of Earth, with nations from Earth founding their own facilities on the Martian surface. However, as Earth unified under the flag of the United Nations, tensions with Mars became higher and higher, with Mars feeling more and more disconnected from the policymakers making decisions back on Earth. A situation similar to that seen during the American Revolution. With Mars feeling more and more disconnected from Earth, they started to strive for independence. Independence, however, in this case, is a far more complicated issue. Mars didn't have a massive standing military, or really the means to actually seize independence, until one key event: the discovery of the Epstein drive. Tinkerer Solomon Epstein was modifying the engines on one of his vessels when he accidentally basically supercharged the nuclear engine on his ship. This very capable engine would change the way ships transit around the system, and would ultimately become the bargaining chip that Mars needed to gain their independence. Basically offering the technology behind the Epstein drive to Earth in exchange for independence, something that Earth begrudgingly granted them. With their independence now secured, Mars became a fairly capable power within the system very quickly. You see, as Earth colonized the Red Planet, they sent their best scientists and engineers to tackle the monumental challenge of converting Mars into a livable planet. And with those scientists and engineers now on Mars, which is now an independent nation, Mars had the best and brightest minds humanity had to offer under their umbrella. This led to Mars becoming this technological powerhouse of the system, developing some of the best technology in human space. They are notable for having the best ships, the best engines, the best weapons, some of the most advanced tech to go on those ships, things like stealth composites, and very advanced computers to manage their PDCs. In fact, that becomes one of the things that Mars is very strongly known for, is their technological edge. But on top of that, their toughness. Martians tend to grow up in rather inhospitable conditions. After all, the only environment that I could think of more uninhabitable within the system than the surface of Mars is the vacuum of space. Citizens of Mars had to deal with the fact that the atmosphere on their planet was unbreathable, but could still provide dangerous weather patterns like dust storms. They had to live underground and hide from the radiation from the sun, which their planet's atmosphere and magnetic fields didn't quite block out. They had to live under those harsh conditions and grow up under those harsh conditions. This led to a Mars with a reputation for being technologically capable and very, very tough. That's why you end up with very threatening Martian military units like the Martian Marine Corps or the MCRN, the Martian Congressional Republic Navy, one of the most powerful naval forces within the system. On Mars, society became completely based around the progress they were making towards terraforming the planet. Mars was founded with this dream that eventually it would become a blue world like Earth with flowing water and green forests. However, that never came to fruition, at least not within the events of the TV show and the books. As with any massive engineering project like this, it runs into occasional hiccups and snags that slow it down more than expected, and terraforming Mars is already a several hundred-year-long ordeal that would require momentous technological and engineering capabilities. Outwardly, like Earth, Mars maintains several small outposts across the outer worlds and across Mars's moons, and They operate to control these facilities one of the most capable naval forces within the system, the Martian Congressional Republic Navy, or MCRN. They operate the largest and most capable warships, the Doniger-class battleship, as well as a wide variety of smaller vessels, all the way down to the famous Corvette-class light frigate, of which the Rocinante is a member of that class. If you'd like to learn about the vessels that make up Mars's Navy, the MCRN, I'll leave a link up here to my video going over the vessels within the Martian Navy. And I want you to let me know down in the comments whether you think this is a realistic depiction of how Mars could develop in our timeline. Do you think there's something about this that's completely implausible, or do you think this is actually a pretty good prediction for what we're going to see on the Red Planet in the coming centuries? And if you have anything else you'd like to see me cover in The Expanse, leave it down below in the comments. Last but not least, if you enjoyed this video, head down below, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon so you get notified when I upload new videos. So for Sci-Fi Deep Dive, I'm Colin, and I will see you next time.